Hey, and welcome to another Chicago Beer Pass coffee review. That's right. No beer. We got coffee. I picked up this bottle of coffee with cocoa and vanilla at Darklord Day.
Check you out.
The Black Hole Necromancer.
That I don't want to know what a necromancer is, man.
There's a black hole in it.
Doesn't he, like he raises the dead?
He's doing something to the dead.
Right. And look at this. This is it's bottled. It's got the glitter wax.
Yeah, and we're here with Chmielewski White, Afro Beer Chick, who was also at Darklord Day, as were we. And this is where you got this.
Right. So I picked up our little fancy dark matter 3 Floyds glasses as well, little snifters. And I was like, I guess I'll get a bottle of coffee.
My man Brad with the fancy cups. I really like the. This is a throwback glitter wax too. Like they've had that green with the gold glitter before. I like that.
You know, you are a connoisseur of glitter wax.
I
noticed that about you.
I get excited about this.
Matter of fact, you have glitter on your face right now.
When I wag my tail, I see some glitter wax and my tail starts wagging. I don't know what you want from me, man.
Now, have you guys had much of Dark Matter's barrel-aged coffees?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Or the hops ones, or the Britannomyces ones?
No, I know they're doing this weird thing where they add yeast to the bean, right? Mm-hmm. And they say they're not doing it to ferment; they're doing it to take on the flavor of the yeast.
Right.
You know, because yeast is powering a lot of these beers too. A lot of what you taste is coming from yeast in a lot of cases. But no, I have not.
Okay. This is the first time I've had one of them in a bottle. So I've had the beans that have been barrel aged, but not a cold brew coffee. So this was a bourbon and rye barrels aged with unicorn blood espresso, brewed with vanilla and cocoa. So having the cold coffee is a totally different experience than having the beans and you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of the first things we did when we went to what was it, Half Acres Far and Away.
Yeah.
Was we did benthic 3 ways, right? And one of them was
espresso.
Yeah.
Cold, did we do cold brew?
I think it was cold brew
and
hot
benthic
brew, and then benthic coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a wild ride. When you do it the way these boys are doing it, like, yeah, obviously I can't pick up on stuff in coffee like I could in beer, but like when there's so much going on here that it kind of reminds you more of like a tea, like a nice roasted tea. Like,
okay.
You know, like I could drink tea straight more before I would coffee.
Okay.
This kind of is nice. I don't feel like I'm drinking
cream
coffee.
And sugar kind of coffee drinker.
Yeah.
But having this after we opened this variant at Darklord, it's a little easier to drink than if you're drinking it in the morning and you got your barrel-aged coffee. I have trouble with that when I dive into them.
See, for me, I would turn something like this into a cocktail. Like I would add a shot of bourbon into it with a splash of ginger and make it
there you go.
An adult coffee type beverage.
Yeah, it reminds me of the time where like who was that crew? It was probably like Hubbard's Cave, right? Mm-hmm. And there was this crazy stout they had, and it was too big. It was too goddamn big, too goddamn sweet. And then like, well, what the fuck do we do? We put whiskey in it. That don't work. What do we do? Let's brew some fucking espresso.
So we brewed some coffee, and we chilled the coffee, and then we put the coffee into the stout, and it brought it down some. And
nice.
it took on a different form, which was really freaking good.
Yeah, I do like the turn up options on something like this, where you can like really, like she said, add it to some other things and really have some fun with it.
I wonder how this would try it in this.
So what do we got here?
I'm going to try it. I mean,
we got the Necromancer. About to knock over some cups.
I'm going to give it a shot because you know me, I'm experimental like that.
We got the Necromancer and we got the Rari Crotchet. What's a Rari Crotchet, Brad?
I don't know. This is your bottle. You should.
It's Darklord in port whiskey barrels with vanilla, cocoa, freeze dried strawberries, and toasted coconut. Don't forget to freeze dry. Don't forget to freeze dry them strawberries, man.
Right. So there was a few different variants of coffee, but I thought the cocoa and vanilla sounded the most interesting, and that was why I grabbed this bottle. I believe each bottle was like, I want to say it was either $12 or $22. They might have been a second variant that was $22, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, I grabbed one a couple years ago, and it didn't have any adjuncts in it at all. It was just straight coffee, just cold brew coffee.
Yeah.
This is a lot more pleasant. Like I didn't want to add sugar to either one of those, but this is definitely more pleasant than the other one.
For the record, these two together are pretty good.
So add some little extra character to it.
Mm-hmm.
You ever try to?
I'm gonna dive in there, sure, why not?
Nice.
Yeah, and then I could have the story wrong here, but I want to say that somewhere along the way, like he kind of made Unicorn Blood to get the attention of Three Floyds. That was part of his plan all along, was to make a coffee because Darklord is a coffee stout. We lose sight of that because it's so goddamn sweet, but it's a coffee stout, and it initially used Intelligentsia, but for the last, I want to say like 5-6 years, they've been rolling with Dark Matter, and in part it's because I think they both stay over on Chicago, near Chicago and Western, but then also because Unicorn Blood was kind of made for that purpose.
Right, and I think also in the early days, Dark Matter just couldn't supply enough coffee for that. Like that, just in those early days, using Intelligentsia was really their only option.
Yeah.
So
I really dig how like it's become the de facto coffee of choice for the beer world.
yeah,
Most shops you go to are carrying Dark Matter, but then more importantly, they're doing those really cool blends with the yeast and all that and the hops. But then also a lot of these brewers are insisting on rolling with Dark Matter.
Yeah.
For their big rollouts.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you might still be able to pick up some of these bottles, you can always pick up their cold brew, coffee, get it in growlers at their stores. So head over to one of your Dark Matter locations. So Star Lounge, the one, I forget all the names of them.
Yeah, there's one near Union Station.
Yeah.
They all got some strange name. Oceum or something. The one on Belmont.
Oceum. Oh no.
Os-
Yeah.
so
yeah.
Union Station, Belmont, and then of course the mothership, Chicago and Western.
Right, and then
there's-
Star Lounge.
And then the Star Lounge around the
And
corner.
then there's one right off of the California Blue Line stop. No, the Western Blue Line stop. There's one right there now.
Oh, wow.
So still on.
Is that Logan?
Still
Is there
on
one
Western.
in Indiana? I keep hearing about one that's supposed to be
Oh.
in Indiana now.
Oh, I don't know.
Let me look that up. Hold on, maybe.
Might be.
I heard that in line as I was standing there. I don't know. This person was also intoxicated, so that's
These are cool.
Yeah. How's the blend, Nick? How's that working together?
I like them separately.
Oh, okay. Nice. I think this is our second time diving into barrel-aged coffee, or a coffee variant on the video, right? We did some other beans, so that's fun. All right. We'll be back with more videos, more reviews soon. Take care.
Cheers.
Cheers.